Hi, welcome again to the Chris Mullins Experience. I'm Chris Mullins, obviously, and I got the chance to sit down a few months back with writer Chuck Norfolk, and I meant to pretty soon thereafter put this episode out there on the interwebs. However, I've been consistently busy and working, so haven't really gotten around to it until now, and now here it is for your enjoyment.
Right now,
not at this
because I'm on the Chris Mullins Experience.
I know it can be
tough.
a bit.
It's tough.
I know it can be a big responsibility.
Yeah.
Gotta have it right there. Oh, well, thank you.
That's rich. Mm-hmm. I like that.
Oh, that's very tasty. And so, here we are in what is this? Spring, technically.
Spring, Texas.
Spring, Texas. All right. And you live not too far from Bryan. That must have been like an easy drive the other day. Eh?
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah.
Kind of back roads. Good,
Mm-hmm.
good times.
Brian Hoff.
Yes.
Not just some random Brian.
BDH.
BDH.
Yes. Never did.
He lends me the things that I need to do the job I do, so.
There you go.
Okay. So Chuck, you are a director, you're a producer, you're a writer, you're an actor, and I did see a credit for you as a sound guy on Lars the Emo Kid.
Yes.
So what was that like? What did you do there?
You know, it's doing sound. You know what that's like. It's holding the boom.
Yeah.
And I think we ran most of the sound on a Zoom recorder, so it didn't have the real technical running the knobs.
Right.
You know,
those Zooms.
real sound stuff. But Zoom was good, I guess, for this. But.
Yeah. And that movie was fantastic,
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah.
Your production company, is Lucky Chucky Productions?
That's correct.
Yes?
Yes.
Excellent. I was also going to mention that you can follow Chuck at Twitter, at the Chuck Norfolk, yes, and also on Instagram under Lucky Chucky Films.
That's correct.
That's correct. Excellent. And as far as movies you've directed, you did Haunted Trailer, you just did Getting Schooled, and you just came back from Dallas to promote it at the Texas Frightmare weekend?
Yeah, we were at Frightmare.
How did that go?
Awesome.
Excellent.
And a good crowd. Frightmare is always a good, really supportive crowd, and also they get what we're doing, especially with Haunted Trailer, Conjoined,
right,
and Getting Schooled. We had about 300 plus.
Excellent.
They liked it. They got it.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the reviewers are liking it, so that's cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
I thought it was a phenomenal film, sir.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. You wrote and directed Haunted Trailer and Getting Schooled.
Right.
Was there anything else besides that?
Conjoined.
Oh, you were a writer for Conjoined.
Yeah.
Okay.
And producer. Yeah.
Writer, producer. And then we have the Splatterfest bits, two of which I was a part of, Princess and then The Harvester of Terror 2, Redneck's Revenge, which was also just phenomenal. And very early into doing the job I do, which is audio and audio production and recording and whatnot, I was lucky enough to be associated with this particular sound guy, Luke Odom, who, as far as I recall, brought me onto a production which was this Splatterfest entry of yours, which was called Princess.
Okay.
And it was kind of where if I recall correctly, where I first met you.
I think it might have been Jacob.
It may have been Jacob.
Yeah.
What was your role on Jacob?
Assistant director and then producer.
Okay.
Yes.
And then I had been a production assistant with Luke and his dad. They made a film out of their home, I suppose.
Yeah.
And from doing that, I got to do the sound thing because he couldn't do it all the time, and so I got that ball rolling for me. But
did he have like an operating room or a hospital room and everything set up in his house? If I remember right.
Yeah, they had different rooms in their houses that they would dress up to be, the various sets that they need. But I don't think they left their house.
That'd be a perfect segue, actually, right now, into Haunted Trailer, because that was in our house too.
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, good times.
So, yes, let's use that as a segue, shall we? So from going to, doing Princess and doing Jacob, which was that other film by that other guy, I was once again brought on to a set of yours. An amazing set, I would say.
Whoa.
One that I will never forget for the rest of my life because it was just bloody brilliant. And that was the movie The Haunted Trailer. So, this brilliant film, The Haunted Trailer, which you can find now on
Amazon Prime.
Yes.
All your
iTunes?
VOD, iTunes, what is it, Google Play.
Oh, really?
Vimeo.
Excellent.
I'm forgetting some, I'm sure, but...
But it's out
Voodoo.
Oh,
which
yeah.
You can go through Walmart.com and get that.
Nice. I just uploaded something to Voodoo the other day. So
Ooh,
very nice, very nice. So, and also the HauntedTrailerMovie.com is still the website, yes?
TheHauntedTrailerMovie.com. Yeah.
All right, so you can check it out there.
Well, Twitter, too.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
At Haunted Trailer. The Haunted Trailer we wrote to make.
Right.
We wrote it. It's a really consolidated, it's one location, really, and with about 6 characters.
Mm-hmm.
So, which we thought would be really easy to do.
Right.
Unfortunately, as you know, all the characters are in the room all the time. So you got to cover all the characters all the time, right? So, I mean, that was a great learning experience. We didn't spend much money on it.
Very small space, though.
Small space. It really wasn't bad to shoot. It was a lot of fun, but I think everybody took it seriously. We had Joe Grassafi as Mama.
Oh yeah,
which was incredible. An incredible last minute. Were you there the first day?
I don't recall.
Okay. First day, you may have been. If you were, you probably weren't in the discussion. But we had someone else who was supposed to play Mama.
Oh, really?
And they dropped out. So I got on the phone, called Joe, after talking to Ron Green and I think Jeremy Norton. They said there is no way that's not going to work.
Really?
Yeah. So I gave him a call and he said, "Well, yeah, can you give me about an hour?" And so he came over. We put the makeup and dress on him, and bam!
Wow.
There it is.
That's all he needed.
And he just went.
Yeah.
He had no. He may have read the script months before that. Joe came in, got his dress on, got his makeup on, and his hair did. Sat in the bed in Prissy's bedroom and turned into Mama.
Oh yeah.
With basically no direction needed. He just went. Yeah.
He just became.
Yes.
He solidified that character. As I got to witness, luckily on set. I mean, it was pretty brilliant.
All the memories.
Indeed.
Yes.
Indeed. I have nothing but these just positive, goofy, funny memories of it. It was.
That's good that that's how it was for you. For me, it wasn't always that way. But I had like the entire cast, not Joe, but a lot of the cast living at my house for 3 months during that. So
yeah, a bit of a transitional period.
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite moment between either of these movies you've done, or any of the movies that you've been fortunate enough to work on?
Yes.
In the Houston scene, as it were.
Yes.
So what would
say
be?
That's a wrap.
Oh yeah.
That's my favorite.
It is a good moment.
Yes.
It's like a.
Right.
So, do you have any clips in mind as far as what you would like for me to show?
Why, yes, I do. Let's show that now.
Let's go ahead and do that.
Dance! Not the devil's music! God, no!
Come play with me a little. Hey, diddle. Make it stop! My kitty's in the middle.
Mama! I don't like it! This dancing makes my lady parts tingle!
Play with me a little. Play with me a little.
this evil music, foul demon! Back, Satan, back!
Thinking back on your question about what fun times we had on Haunted Trailer, the dance scene that we just showed, where the family is possessed by the demon to do like a dance routine.
Oh yeah.
That really beat expectations in my mind of what I wrote to what we got on screen.
Yeah. Between Haunted Trailer and Getting Schooled, you worked with notorious adult film star Ron Jeremy.
Yeah.
And so I was just curious what that was like.
Awesome.
Awesome.
He's great. We in Haunted Trailer we used a lot of green screen for him because he's like a demon. So he appears, disappears, shows up in different places. You know. Yeah, it was just a one-day shoot, but he's pretty cool. I mean, he took it seriously. He took Haunted Trailer seriously, which is ridiculous because it's just
silly.
Yes, very. But he took it very seriously, learned the lines, asked if he could change a line, and just worked really hard. He's a real good guy. Then, went and signed autographs afterwards, and then partied with us all night. And
I have a photo of me and him together sharing a drink, and it's just so surreal.
It was surreal. When he came in and he dressed in the outfit, and we had actually just written his scenes, well, some of them, the week before. So it's kind of like, wow, yeah. So I was just standing there and kind of like pinched myself, I couldn't believe that he's like acting out this stuff. So that was cool. And then in Getting Schooled, we did the same thing. We did a one-day thing and kind of did different stuff with him,
Right.
It was he was in the school. He had his office that he was in, things like that. And no, he's a pleasure to work with. Always super cool. We had the world premiere of Getting Schooled in Los Angeles.
Oh, excellent.
And Courtney sent him a text and said, "Hey, we're having the screening," and he didn't answer back, of course. So all of a sudden, the screening starts up, and here comes Ron Jeremy in the door with Courtney. I'm like, wow, okay. So he showed up because one of the ladies a lady that was in Pulp Fiction, the taxi driver lady that picks Bruce Willis up and drives him around. Anyway,
vaguely,
she was one of the guests at this thing.
Okay.
So she said, "Hey, you're on some kind of banner or the screenings list. You gonna be here?" So he showed up and looking for her, and we ended up hanging out with him all night again. Talking about who knows what. I think we ended up in the parking lot at 3:00 in the morning with him and his next door neighbor, who was she was I can't even remember what kind of doctor she was. Oh, anesthesiologist. So anyway, they were out there discussing cancer and cancer cures and all this stuff. So yeah, after he played piano at the bar,
right.
And
did he happen to pop his harmonica out? I know that
he always does.
He did.
He always does.
The party after the premiere of the Haunted Trailer, we had gone over to that Baker Street.
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
And there was a girl playing guitar, and he came over with his harmonica and just started jamming with her. And I had saved her name, and it might be somewhere. I tried to look her up later, but I just thought that was such a cool experience.
Yeah, it was. It was cool. And then we went to House of Pies, and how did you go with us? That was just another, people just going, what? So it's the same thing. Los Angeles, it isn't that bad. But I mean, at a hotel,
right?
People are like,
Sure.
But like he signed autographs for everybody and all that. Usually at these like horror convention things, they charge anywhere from $20 to $40 to sign it, or $60 to sign an autograph. And he said, "Yeah, I'll do it for free." I go, "Well, get you some money, do it $10 or something." He goes, "Okay, $10." So people lined up. He signed it, and then he hung out. We had appetizers, and he played piano, and
very nice.
Well, he walks by a piano, sees it, and has to sit down and play.
Of course.
Sure. So that's kind of him in a nutshell. I think he's a good guy though.
Yeah,
Nice
yeah.
guy. So,
Very cool. Very cool.
End of part 1.